to see that. Remember, Unodkovic was scored 14 goals, and you kept on saying there's something wrong with this player because he can't trap, he can't turn, he can't pass the ball. Now, the basic fundamentals that he was lacking, they are exposing him.
I need to continue performance. The class is permanent. Ronaldinho can fetch him now. You can tell with the body language, body conditioning.
Sure.
Young no Nazaro, and Brazilian striker. So Abu Kutumela, Abu Safranco, those are not players that can go and represent the Sundowns. Kulbangi high level Africa.
Yeah.
Kulabo vela connect. Idiskitv Premiership suck. Ya bazovela ngamathepini webhayi badubula isigubhu ibhola liroza ukuthumela abamba goalkeeper but you didn't check ukuthi ukwazile ukuthi aphume ku tight situation usivelele space lapha eAfrica Nkululeko you play with most noma ngaba kusama player best in terms of technique but physical also experience team up compete lapha ku African kule league Champions League. Those are players that they've been experienced, they know the trophy, they know what it means to play the trophy.
Yeah.
They play with their heart, physique as well. It's tough. Mama Kanena, you feel.
So as you're saying that, and you're saying there's an emphasis with physicality, Africa, do you not see Uguti, maybe Sundowns bought Osa Franco or Brian Onyango, players that you don't approve of, they were buying them so that they can help them even on Vala with the height challenges, the physicality challenges.
You need the Sundowns to start with that. Good thinking, good technique, good condition.
And the last time they won, that was the first time in 2016. So they haven't been winning continuously.
They won in 2016.
But not continuously.
It's understandable, but they must go back to the drawing board.
I'm not saying I agree with it because I don't. Safran Gambona, if you understand the ball, Yambona, even no Brian Onyango, he can't even trap, pass, open up space. But I'm saying, if Sundowns technical team, Babuya Batugu fans, look, we have to sign these guys because we're struggling with the physicality in Africa, with our set PCs and everything. You remember when the season, Sundowns has been a problem, everyone was taking a corner against them, they were scoring our set pieces against the Sundowns. Maybe they would say that that's their justification. I'm not saying that's right because I don't, Safran Gambonish, there's something wrong with that player. Maybe he's a good goal poacher, but there's something wrong with his ability to play football.
Safran Nkululeko business deal. Nowhere nearer to compared to Sundowns players. Kemit Erasmus, Shalile, we ask good secret in terms of create taking players on. Ugali 1-2 ngimala moti line. Amarana moyenza phambi kwepali. Under ene ngizospana kanzima. Imnqedile. Wenza exactly that. Master basic unancondo ukuthi ipala le movie is sniper. Yabo? So in terms of ukuthi angaza azazocombine neteam akayenzi Shalile. Uyakeni izoma-expose. So Abu Safranco, he can rap. Mute, but the technique is like your feet flick, magmela head. It doesn't use the proper technique. If you head, you head the line clog pezul. Another thing, they can't find him. Amute so they can't find him. Epoxin Mute, we are the tallest player, but they can't find him. In most, Bengal Gumbona Kora last week, the question, any pollen clog is anybody's ball. Baning epoxini, Luele la Pokesha, Ipole pinpoint. You need to be technical good. Bazo shabe ingaka figure up and he's gonna be able to direct an ale corner. So Nkululeko, lazy foot imboni lazy. Doesn't ever speed is lazy. Abo Kutumela.
Can you not see before you go to Kutumela? Yeah. Can you not see Uguti? This is the same formula by Land because last season it was Mauricio Afonso.
That's why
I think by a convincing a good technical team here to go to no mfethu something umuntu omude
that's why baluzi that's why baphuma la
boko Safranco afana no Mauricio Afonso
Chelile ngathi Sundowns good Idiskitv Premiership last time abadlala but they will never win a cave. You need a strong bench, you need a strong squad, starting 11, a strong bench as well. So bona sebenza my favor, that's why benza so.
All right, let's look forward then to Sunday. I know we don't know much about him anymore. Number 3 at DRC at the moment. At DRC sometimes it's difficult to go there and get a win. But Sundowns is Sundowns. They are used to doing that. Last season, battling Mazembe, I've never seen that. Like, it was this year, but it was part of last season. We have Champions League. Mazembe battling running rings, make them chase the ball. And even Ipoli was a dad. You remember by Shire 5-0 or 5-1, something like that. It was 5-1 actually. So Sundowns have been impressive on the African continent. We have Banega Sunday. By a traveler, they're going to Congo.
Sundowns will win that game for now.
And it's like the early stages.
Early stages, Sundowns izoyiwina the way bangakhona bashintshe noma badlala eAfrica mabonini noma balose Sundowns into engishanga yiwo ngithi they are far better than compare other team amanye ama-team when you score them aku-DStv Premiership ngenza example iBaroka idlala ne-SuperSport even idlala ne-Pirates iBaroka mayikora igame in 10 minutes Pirates asayenzile into le you don't know their identity
Sure.
they change everything sebadlala njengeBaroka balishayela phambili maskere goal Sundowns you score they know ukuthi good quality you're gonna score they play any build up is slow but they end up being deep behind i-defense labantu abanjalo bamnani Nkululeko nibabhekile ni-11 behind ibhola balidlale nibabukele bashifte bamove phambi kwamehlweni behind i-goal and bayenza consistency emagamini ay-17 last season they lost one game imagine can you imagine and then they won the league Nkululeko it's in the entire world it's tough to do that so sometimes mina ivar they are far compared to these teams i-core yabo iningi core players they understand what the coaches need and ama-mistake waba less yibo abantu engaba-positive kubo I mean I don't need to favors I don't say ukuthi ubani uthi we South African we need to ngenza example if Pirates now play I've been saying many Pirates compared to Sundowns pound to pound but Pirates fans into wrong technical team yabo you cannot go to sign a player without having a head coach you cannot go to bring a coach that was head coach at Golden Arrows and making a technical team coach ufike lapho ungazi ukuthi it's a coach assistant or whatever I don't understand and you cannot ukuthi ku-Pirates uthathe i-captain enabo ma-14 years a guy that has been there 14 years ufike umuntu ona 1 month nimnike impert the guy that doesn't understand the culture the guy who doesn't understand how we play.
All right, just to revisit your prediction, Sundowns is winning on Sunday.
Yeah, Sundowns will win.
All right, there you go. You listen to Massiv 11 on Massiv Metro. Junior Khanye Nkululeko Nkewu, Justice Shabalala and Offensive Bilo High. When we come back, there's a small matter of Gavin Hunt taking on his former team. Kaizer Chiefs is playing tomorrow at 5:30. Uchipa Mbengese released a statement saying he supports Gavin Hunt at least for the time being.
Yo, it's your boy Big Star Johnson, and you're listening.
Ukhuleka negama Khama Billiat uyadlala kodwa okwamanje hayi akanawo abantu abamsekayo cha ngempela bekho abantu abamsekayo mhlambe bengawashala amagoli awu15 or ngaphezulu kwakhona ngiyabonga
Nkululeko mabrala kunjani ngibulise no Junior Khanye lapho keep on supporting Idiskitv we are fighting no one but trying to fix South African football Nkululeko mabrala ya uPilate usesengwe ukuthi nje usengathulanga i-team angadlalela i-team edlala lebhola adlalayo usendaweni wrong kakhulu lapha ku-Chiefs ukuthi maye sometimes bamdlalisa kwenye position sometimes udlala i10 sometimes u9 sometimes udlala i-wing.
This is Brian Spider-Man Baloyi, and you're listening to Massiv 11, Mecca of football lovers.
All right, last 8 minutes of the show. Thank you so much for being with us. If you've been with us since the beginning of the show, we really appreciate your presence. Yeah, man, thank you so much. I knew it was going to be an interesting topic in the Khama Billiat. Maybe we'll talk about it by the end of the season, after we've seen who to win in this season. Because if you are one of the highest paid players in the country, you cannot have 3 off seasons. Like uthi xa ujonga le season hayi ebe off kule season. Then ajonge enye season hayi ebe off nakule season. Hayibo singene kwenye ebe off. It doesn't. Some players are just classy players. Whichever environment you put them in, you will see. But okay, he still rises to the occasion. Kaizer Chiefs, Chipa United, tomorrow at 5:30. Chipa released a statement. Said, I know Guti Ama results are not going well at the moment. It's Chipa on number 13, and Chiefs number 12. It's Chipa in the last 5 matches, they haven't won. They've lost 3, they've drawn 2. It's Chiefs, in the last 5 matches, they've won 1, they've drawn 2, and then they've lost 2. Bayafana nje.
Same type of coaches as well. Ungakhohlwa umention.
Yeah. So
one,
let's look forward to the game for tomorrow.
One, you hardly identify their philosophies as coaches. Secondly, man have a problem in terms of selection, both coaches. Third, Chipa United I knew mina uyakhuluma uChipa Mpengis, but deep down knowing what he's gonna chase the guy. Angase release a statement because if our good numbers don't lie. And I'm a coach up by Bewanga winning up. I mean, Usiema has done well for the Celtics. He came there on the way by court. Yeah, but so Abu Mape Sabafigi Lapa and Kulmanga coach is never Agna Chairman coach in the entire world, not South Africa or Africa, than Chipa Mpengis. His understanding of football, I find the business the way he understands the business. So ungene put in the wrong reason. I've got a big respect to the employer bantu. That's I give him a credit for that. But in Jela, I treat abantu in.
Well, so far so good. I mean, he's been patient. I believe Uguti, if it didn't have, I think Chipa wanted to change, even though Ukchinja Chipa. So even if he's changing Ganane, but he really wanted to change. I think by this point he would have fired him. But he's really. I think he's speaking to himself and people around him.
Sure. Kevin Hunt agent, you don't know. Maybe there's a deal whereby clever cool.
But if he's fired 30 coaches, you can imagine at some point there was a clever agent in those previous coaches as well.
Yeah, you start one, Kevin Hunt is a high profile coach.
Yeah, I think he's a highest profile. Good point.
Yeah, I have. High profile coach.
Yeah, 4 league titles.
So we began with his own denta and Sharp didn't do well at Chiefs, but he high profile coach.
Yeah.
And we pay fact, yeah. Another thing, Kevin and I is signed. I'm a players that.
Yeah, there were a lot of players at the beginning of the season.
And I'm a player that they never. South Africa Champions League players, I'm a free agent. Amanye ahleli 2 seasons without having teams. Amanye bewadlala asayinile amateam angadlali at all. So lama player asayinile maningi, it's sort of a new team. And my expectations be up higher. Njengoba ngisho is a high profile coach. So ufike lapho ukuthi uzoshintsha izinto. Mabazomnika i-budget but sign ama player kusho ukuthi he came ngama expectations high kakhulu. Akakhona ukukwenza lokho ngoba one Kevin, a coach, you will never take out the best out of players. Every time I win and I win a league, credit to you. Hardly see players individual, but shine. You give credit to him the way tactically was good. It makes him football. So in most teams, corner set piece, maximum football, counter attacks, related. Going to Stuart Baxter, chaos kakulu ngoba unama ball player maningi ene ufaka ama player under pressure. One udlalisa ama player of position. Secondly, I coaching yakhe no NS Middledorp no Kevin is not different. He most rely ama set pieces. He have chance to him. It's a penalty set piece throw in. He throw in corner
free
kick. It's half chance to him. He hardly create chances. He chiefs lama goal yakorile ngale Sundowns mangabona ukicken. Ama ball bango create. Ipola either a set piece okanye rebound or team itiyadlala ba lose. I never saw him ipola qala at the back since afikile. Iqala move at Chiefs at the back isuke la middle ibhola at the back le middle bese lifika front bal finish. In most team yakhe iyadlala idlala kube set piece cross alehe to goalkeeper lwise goal. So another thing Kuleko, you keep on playing players that they give nothing.
Would you at this point would you start thinking about benching Ukigan?
Kigan man.
Utola.
Yeah, in fact, one benginengqondo ukuthi na umchita by now uzozipusha.
Yeah, after 7 games.
Mina senze nama extras uKigan is a professional player. And ngibe ne problem mina Nkululeko. Yabona mabasign uKigan. Kule situation abamsigna kuyo ngibheka ibody language ilo i-shape yakhe
Yeah.
ne i-problem benginayo ukuthi i-Chiefs I win next. I was excited but ngayibheka kwe-2 being excited ngiphinda ngidoubt Chiefs I win next for many years 6 years if I'm not mistaken. Our expectations are high kakhulu. A player that must sign, they must be ready, must deliver. They will never have time to wait for any player. So uKigen beyangadlali ngala. Angazi ngibaba. Beyangadlali and I'm sure mabamsigna i-salary is higher and signing on fee as well.
Yeah.
My expectations are higher. And the contract team maybe it's a must play. Tiyarle mali bamkhafa yona, which is South African football iyafa manje. So ukuyala Nkululeko kuwe just to tell you. Gimbeka ukuthi usign uKigen ungamsign. Okay, sharp. Sikhuluma ngento esebamsign just to answer you. Kigen told to bring him where by now ucoach Mela bench. If you take him out go 18. Ngikhuluma ngani icoach mele ngamtsheli as a senior player kunendlela kumele umrespect. I don't believe it. If you're a senior player, do in the out you out.
So at this point, you would have been thinking about benching him.
Benching him, also ngimkeep a team in like one way. Chuge ngimvusa umqondo ngimtshela ukuthi endod angifuni ngize ngireact in a bad way. You are a senior player. You've done as ushilo set standard. Your fan situation again ukhamba.
Yeah, for sure.
Set standard. A team has not been winning, and I mean I'll keep on playing you. While being ngadlalisa amagame 2-3. I thought by now Zoza. No. I'm benching him.
All right, let's wrap it up then. Score prediction: Chipa United, Kaizer Chiefs, DSTV Premiership on Saturday.
Way two, I'm a team. They will counter attacks, maximum football, set pieces. It can be a draw or Chipa United is surprise about. I mean, I don't see Stuart the winner of Khanye Nkululeko, my brother.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to us. We really appreciate your support. And of course, we receive so many of these voice notes that we can't play them all. It's first come, first served. There's hundreds of them all the time. We appreciate your support. Junior Khanye as well. Immediately, he's on Twitter. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people supporting him. So, it's in Junior Khanye 13 or something like that. Yeah, it's Junior Khanye 13. I think I have it.
Tweet it at Junior Khanye 13. Facebook.
Junior Khanye.
Junior Khanye.
Yeah, and then Instagram. I have it
It's
somewhere.
Junior Khanye. That's Facebook. Instagram, the official
_ junior.khanye.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for listening to us.
For sure izolo kune video ngishayo. Though Nkululeko phela manje emhlabeni I thank God man ukuthi angifundise ukuzihambula my brother. Mina mawulwa nami mina ngilwe nawe.
All right. There you
Funny
go.
enough for me I thank you all every time. Lengwenya le phambi kwami Nkululeko I thank him. With these guys abo Dries abantu abazi nabo Jason. Lengwenya lezi I'm humble. These people akusabantu abavela kubomile. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to us.
We